Hi everyone, welcome back to Totally Forkable. The topic of this video is pretty self-explanatory, but just to reiterate, these are 5 vegan products that I miss. So these are vegan products that were on the market at some point that are no longer on the market. And obviously these are products, these are packaged, processed foods, because thankfully, we didn't lose broccoli in the last few years, like chickpeas are still around, rice and beans are in it for the long haul. So these are more like packaged, processed, vegan foods, in addition to eating a lot of, whole foods in my diet. I also eat and enjoy packaged vegan products as well. And I think it's great to support the companies that are, sort of paving the way in that regard. So it's kind of cool when you think about the fact that like veganism has sort of been in the mainstream consciousness for so many years now that like there are products that have like come on the market and then gone off the market. Like that there was enough time for that to happen means that like veganism and vegan products have been around for a while now. So that's something to celebrate, even though the loss of these products is very sad. This list is kind of in no particular order. However, I'm going to start out with, I think the product that most vegans and vegetarians would agree that they miss the most, and that has left the biggest kind of gaping hole in the market, which is the Beyond chicken strips. Beyond Meat, what were you thinking? For those of you who don't know, the Beyond chicken strips were Beyond Meat's very first product. The Beyond chicken strips are what started Beyond Meat. It was the first product that they made. It was the first to the market. I don't know exactly what year they came out. I'll put it on here somewhere. I think it was like 2015 that they started selling them. I first bought them in 2016, I believe. There was a 365 by Whole Foods, which is another like RIP. Whole Foods opened a like concept store that was supposed to rival Trader Joe's, and it was called 365 by Whole Foods, and the first one in the country opened up down the street from where I was living in Los Angeles. And I think there's like a few of them now, but now they're like closing them and converting them to regular Whole Foods because since Amazon took over, they claim that their prices are now low enough that like there's no point to having like a lower price point store. But this was like probably my favorite grocery store that I've ever been to for so many reasons, but they had a great selection of products. So I first saw the Beyond chicken strips there, and I think the first time I saw them, I just kind of like saw them, looked at them, was kind of like, what the fuck, and then moved on and didn't buy them. I think they used words like real meat taste and like engineered just like chicken or something, and I was like, what the hell? And then I think the next time I went, I bought it, brought them home, made them, and as I took my first like bite, I was like, whoa, like I think I'm eating real chicken, and like ran to the freezer to like look at the ingredients list for like the 6th time just to make sure that I wasn't eating real chicken. That's how much they reminded me of real chicken, but not in like a gross way that you don't want to be reminded of real chicken, if that makes sense. But I used to eat it like in stir fries. We used to put it on pizza. Sometimes I would just put them in the oven, just like on like a baking sheet, and make these little like crispy like chicken fingers, and they were delicious. They were high in protein. They were just amazing. I think that they were gluten-free, which is really kind of unusual for a mock meat, especially like a vegan chicken. And there's really nothing on the market that compares. Beyond Meat took them off the market, I think probably like two or 3 years ago at this point. I think what they claim is that they're taking them off the market to like redo them and make them better, but it's just so frustrating because it's like we all liked them the way they were, but as Beyond Meat always says, like they're not really trying to have vegans and vegetarians like their food. They're going after meat eaters, and they're going to keep updating and redoing their products until they get as meat-like as possible. So that's why they keep like redoing the Beyond Burger. And for me, I sort of liked the original iterations of all their stuff, and as they've changed them over time, I find that I like them less. It boggles the mind. I feel like they've lost probably hundreds of thousands of dollars not having them on the market for the last 3 years. It seems like they took them off the market prematurely. So that's number one. And some of you maybe, hopefully, are just like, girl, I feel you, I miss them too. The second product that I missed is a snack item, and that is the Earth Balance white cheddar popcorn. This is another thing that I bought at 365 by Whole Foods because I saw it there for the first time. It was like a competitive product to like a Smart Food, which I used to love Smart Food. Yeah, this was just a white cheddar popcorn. It was good. You know, it did have very much that like yeast extract kind of flavor, but it still, to me, satisfied that like cheesy popcorn kind of craving. You know, I know that there's a lot of popcorn on the market that has like nutritional yeast on it, which is fine, which is great, but something about the Earth Balance popcorn, it was more of like a cheesy popcorn flavor. The last time I got it was like a few years ago. I think I actually have a video of Paul like tilting the bag in his mouth. It came in these huge bags. I'll insert the video clip if he'll let me.
Say your goodbyes.
Bye guys, have fun.
Come on.
Yeah, if you go on the Earth Balance website, it is no longer listed as a product. I don't know why they took it away, and I'm sad about it. You guys know that I love jerky. I talk about it in a lot of my videos. And product number 3 is the Light Life vegan jerky. So at another health food store that we used to go to, I discovered this product there, and I'm always excited when I see new jerky products. So this was a Light Life jerky. It came in original and teriyaki flavors, I believe. I believe those were the only 2 flavors. And I got the teriyaki flavor, of course, because I like flavored things. To me, like original jerkies, it's just kind of like salt, and I like flavor with my salt, as I talked about in my last video. I got it and I really liked it. There was like these little squares and they were really chewy. The flavor was amazing, and I would usually get it and eat the whole bag the first day. And actually, it was so chewy that like my jaw would be sore the next day. And the first time it happened, I was like freaked out because I'm like, what's going on with my like jaw? Like, why does it hurt so much? It was because this jerky was so chewy, and like maybe my teeth and jaw have become like weaker because I'm not like tearing through meat with my incisors or whatever. But yeah, this jerky was really tasty and had a great texture and consistency, and they don't make it anymore. Product number 4. This is a product that when I was thinking of this list, I thought like this video would be great to make because there are products that I miss and that I think about a lot, and that I haven't found a good sort of alternative for, but I could only think of 4. And I was like, I know I'm missing something. I just feel like I'm missing something. And when I told Paul about this video idea, this next product was the first thing he said. And I was like, that's the one I'm missing. So this 4th product is actually another Earth Balance snack product. And this product is the Earth Balance Sour Cream and Onion Kettle Chips. So Earth Balance used to make these kettle chips. This is another thing that I first found at 365. I talked about in my Takeout Puffs meal in a bag review, my last video, how sour cream and onion is a really rare flavor in vegan snack products. This product like filled that void. They were so good. They were so, it just was exactly how I remember sour cream and onion chips tasting. Plus it was like a kettle chip, so it was just crunchy and it felt lighter and less greasy than like a regular potato chip. And they were just so delicious, and I haven't had them in years because they, I don't think, have been around for a very long time. They seemed to be universally beloved, and why did they take them off the market? I guess Earth Balance just decided to like off their like snack, you know, arm or whatever, but I don't know why, because they made good snacks. And, but they still do. Earth Balance still does make those like cheddar squares, which in my opinion was their worst vegan snack. And yet they took away their 2 products that I thought were their best snack products. So that's disappointing. My 5th and final product is a kind of like meal type of product, which is exciting because a lot of these have been snacks. And this is another product that like, I kind of forgot about, which I know sounds weird because I'm like, I miss them so much, but like, with this one, when I remembered it, I was like, wait a minute, did I dream those up or were those real? I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but I was just like, kind of forgot about them because they just stopped showing up in my grocery store. And then one day I was like, whatever happened to those? And they are the Gardein breakfast biscuits. So they were like these little pods. So the outside was like a biscuit, I guess, although it was a little chewier, it wasn't as like crumbly as a biscuit. And then on the inside, it was filled with like breakfast, like savory breakfasty type of stuff. So the kind that I used to get, I believe it was like a scrambled egg, sausage, and cheese kind of mixture. And so you would heat them up and then it was this little like warm pod, like filled with this like savory vegan breakfast stuff. And I used to heat mine up in the toaster oven and then I would dip it in maple syrup and hot sauce because I love that combination. I talk about that in my weird vegan breakfast video for my breakfast sandwich, but I think maple syrup and Frank's in particular is like such a delicious flavor combo. But yeah, I used to get those breakfast pods and I would dip them and I would eat them like that, and they just kind of stopped showing up at my grocery store at one point, and I think I probably just assumed that like my grocery store just decided to stop carrying them. They still list the Gardein breakfast biscuits on their website, but the flavor that they have on their website, it's like red pepper, spinach, and sausage and cheese or something. Like it has vegetables in it. The kind I had definitely didn't have vegetables. So they have this one flavor listed on their website, but when you go to like find product in stores or like buy online, it just says like sold out everywhere that it shows you, or it'll be like buy like Walmart online, and then you go to Walmart online and it's like not available. So, but weirdly, wherever I saw that they were listed, there were like kind of more like recent reviews, which gave me hope that like maybe they are still being sold, but I couldn't really figure out where. It seemed like a few places in New York had them, but then people were commenting like the places that say they have them like don't have them, and so I think that they're like off the market. But hopefully this one gives me a glimmer of hope because they still list it on their website, so hopefully they'll bring it back. And when I went to the Gardein website, the sort of splash screen, like the first thing that pops up on their website is like this sort of full page kind of like ad for Gardein's new jerky. So I guess Gardein is now coming out with a jerky. So I thought that was kind of cool because I'm like, I missed the Light Life jerky and now Gardein has a jerky and I should try it. So that's it. Those are 5 vegan items that are no longer available that I miss. I feel their loss in my life, and you know, I don't know what to say. I hope that they'll come back one day. Like, who knows why these things happen, why things go on the market and then off the market when seemingly everybody loves them, and hopefully Beyond Meat will get their shit together and re-release the Beyond Chicken strips, and hopefully it'll be like mostly what it tasted like before. Like, but I just have a feeling they're gonna be like more chicken-like than ever, and it's gonna be like gross to us like vegans who like don't actually want to feel like we're eating like actual chicken. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you also miss any of these products, or if there's any products that I missed that you miss, please let me know and I can feel sad right alongside with you. Subscribe to Totally Forkable for more videos like this, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload. This is my first video since hitting 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. Yeah, here's to the next 1,000. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.